All right, guys, you know who it is. Midwest Tour Review here, back again. So this video here is sponsored by WorkPro Tools. WorkPro and the Midwest Tour Review channel teamed up on this one here. And this is, hey, I'd like to let you review some tools that we produce. What did you have in mind? So we kind of went back and forth on what I thought would be useful. And I like WorkPro, and their position was, hey, we're not trying to go after the professional market, so mechanics, technicians, etc. Where we're trying to figure out is where we fit best based upon the level of quality you get in our tools, the price point, etc. And so they are a company who, they're not trying to be the next Snap-on, they're not trying to be the next Mac or Nipex. They are simply trying to produce high quality tools at a price point that anyone can afford, within just about any budget. So that being said, there was a 3-piece plier set and this plier set here. I decided to opt in for the 5-piece because it had a variety of different types of pliers that I thought would be useful in a variety of applications. So I'm not saying that these tools are not suitable for professional use. I can't say that. What I can say is that I've been playing with them for about a month, maybe a little bit longer, and I've not found anything to be bad with them. So let's go through what we've got here. So it came in this like a carrier or whatever, which is really nice to have them all wrapped up. And I'll tell you why here in a bit. But you got your standard adjustable pliers here. I started playing around with these on grabbing. You can see there's some marring on the teeth there. I was trying to see if I could get the teeth to wear down. So I had a piece of metal set up where I welded a couple bolts to, and then started tightening and loosening everything and trying to see how much wear and marring could occur. The teeth are very sharp, and I think that's a important component, is how sharp the teeth are in combination or conjunction with the relative hardness of the metal. So it's got to be a nice hard metal in order to really stand up. And the pliers such as, or brands rather, such as Nipex and Vampire tools seem to have very sharp teeth and very hard metal. And that's what really matters, because I've used channel locks and some other ones that have been around for a long time, but over time the teeth kind of wear down and then they use their biting ability. One of the other things is flexure, seeing how much these pliers flex under force. So those are big things. The other thing is how they're hinged together, how they come together. And as you guys can see, the alignment of the jaw is really nice on these. I've had others from other brands, not to point out any bad makers, but Tecton, I've had some Tectons that have come in that are off or misaligned. These were not. These were very well aligned. There's no slop in the jaw, so everything's nice and tight, which means that it's going to last a lot longer. So I'm not necessarily going to say it's a tight tolerance, but a very good fitment nonetheless. The grips did not come off. So that was another thing, is whether or not these grips last, and they seem to be lasting very well. And they clean up really nicely. These cleaned up very nice with just some big wipes and some of my other cheap cleaners. Here's another set of cutters. They are tight when you get them. Sorry about that. They are fairly tight, so with additional use, they'll be fine. They'll kind of loosen up. I have not oiled them, done any Scout Crafter adjustments, but they're pretty nice. They cut really well. It doesn't matter if you're cutting at the very tip. And I gotta be careful because I got my car in the garage here. It doesn't matter if you're cutting at the very tip or the very back. They cut really nice. And there you can see, I think I just got bit, but there you can see the teeth, or the jaw there, and very minimal deformation if any deformation on the cutting surface, which is what matters. And that flaking is just the coating that kind of breaks away. And I've seen that on Nipex and other plier manufacturers as well. The next set is a needle nose. I haven't done a lot with these, I gotta admit. You know, obviously there's some uses for these that are beneficial, such as removing, you know, clips, or removing even fuses, things of that nature, where you have to be very precise, get in some really tight surfaces. So these are really cool. And they also incorporate, if I can get it into view here, they also incorporate serrated teeth on the back end. Nonetheless, everything's nice and sharp. Try not to hit my car over here, but they cut really nicely as well. Doesn't matter if it's at the front or back, they cut really nicely. And once again, no deformation of the cutting surface. So really, really useful. The next set are the Lyman pliers. Once again, these are really nice. I played around with these a lot, and because I have a lot of these. I have some that are 50, 60 years old that are in great condition and work nice. And I have some others that are obviously more modern. But these are really nice. Once again, nice, tight, not any looseness. This is important, that joint there, how tight they make that, because over time these wear down and that joint will loosen up and then these things will flop around. But you can see there, you can actuate the pliers with very minimal effort, and they last. They held up really nicely. And like I said, I don't have a lot of time on them. I only have about a month or so, but nonetheless, they've held up really nicely. Once again, there you can see minimal, very, very, very minimal indications of the cutting surface, no deformation. Really, really tight. I mean, I was impressed with the strength of the pliers. Once again, the metal seems to be very, very good quality. I have no way to test it. I wish I had a indenter so I can tell you what the hardness is of the metal. More or less Chris over there at Client Graphics, that's probably a better test for him. Maybe I'll send these over to him and let him play with them. But yeah, nonetheless, really, really nice. And then the last set here is these slip joint or adjustable pliers here. Once again, not bad. These I would expect to have a little bit more play because there's several positions that they can accommodate, but nonetheless, not bad at all. I have been using these a lot. I have a power washer that seems to give me more trouble than it's worth. So I have to utilize 2 different pairs of pliers to kind of get the hose on. These worked out really well. They're also at a size that anyone can use. So I find all of these pliers very useful for at-home use because, as you guys know, I have a pretty extensive collection of pliers, anything from Snap-on, Mac, Nipex, and those things are very expensive. No one gave those to me. Those were purchased out of my own pocket, and that's a lot of money. So I don't like the kids, or in some cases even the wife, to go in and grab those. I prefer them to grab a set that, you know, they can leave somewhere I can misplace for a while, that I don't have to worry about how they're using them if they're misusing the pliers. But these are great for that because it comes in this nice roll-up pouch. You can keep it in the house, you can keep it in your car, you can keep it in your go bag, and they're always there. And this set, like I said, is very functional, very useful for a variety of different applications. So anything from loosening bolts to pulling wire to cutting larger diameter wire, tightening fasteners, loosening fasteners, this set's going to do it. WorkPro really did a great job. Their styling is really nice. I like their color combination. I like the feel of the grips. This rubber with the plastic with the rubber overmold. Like I said, they clean up really nicely. So they're going to work out, and they look really nice. I mean, I got to give it to them. They did a fantastic job with these. They're nice and tight. They're not too tight. Good fitment, good overall layout. And I'm impressed. I think WorkPro, you guys did a great job. I've got a lot of experience with tools, from anything from your low level to your mid level to your high level. And I give WorkPro thumbs up on this. And it's not like this set was several $100s. Like I said, WorkPro gave these to me. So it's not a payback for them giving me some free tools, if you will, because obviously these didn't cost me anything, and they're a low price point. They're not very expensive. So my assessment and my opinion of these is unbiased, because there's no incentive for me in this here. I've got a ton of pliers, so I'm good to go on that end. But I will say these are certainly some really good pliers, and I think they would hold up. Now, my intended use for these is going to be for auto yards. You guys know I love the auto yards. You know I have a lot of projects around here that require me to go pull parts from time to time from the auto salvage yards. This is going to be a great set because I'm going to have everything I need. I have my slip joints, I have my large Lyman pliers, I have my small cutters, I have my needle nose, and my small set of pliers. This is a great set, and it's in a pouch, so I don't have to worry about losing them or forgetting that I left a set of pliers on a project. I can easily, before I roll it up, see, okay, do I have everything? I'm good to go, and roll out. I'm good to, and you know, I don't lose a tool. And if you did lose a tool, obviously the price point is there, so you can replace it. You don't feel too bad about it. So yeah, do I recommend these? Yes, I do. Do I have hundreds of hours on these? No, I don't. Do I have a significant amount of time using these? Yes, I do. Do I like them? Yes, I do. Would I recommend these to you guys? Yes, I would. So I don't know what more to say. It's nice to see some companies like WorkPro and Tecton and some other ones that are Capri tools. I can go on, that are starting to produce some tools that may not be domestic, and that's fine. You know, you're not going to pay a guy $24 an hour to produce, you know, these tools, right? So that we have to understand when we look at what the job market means for America is that we need highly skilled jobs. We need high paying jobs in America, jobs that require, that are more simplistic for the products that they're producing. They're fine to be done overseas. We have to understand the economics of our country before we go bashing things. And I think a lot of times I get wrapped up into some of the products that we buy. It's necessary for a strong economy to let other people do other jobs and keep the jobs that really, really matter here in the U.S. And I know there's a lot of U.S.-based tool companies, but with that, those tools are very, very expensive. And ultimately, most of the time, they're out of the reach of most people. And when they are in reach of some people, they end up going into debt, or they take on debt for, you know, a period of time before they can pay it off, which is fine. I know they're still supporting the American economy. So I digress. But a very good set nonetheless. I do like them. I know they're not domestically made, but I think for the price point, the performance, the quality, the workmanship, these are going to be some great tools. Don't know what else WorkPro is going to send me. If anything, this is, you know, my review is unbiased, is based upon my assessment. I didn't go through this real quickly, real haphazardly. I've had these tools for a long time, like I've said, and I've been playing with them, and I've been comparing them to the likes of Irwin and other house brands that we are all aware of, to try to really understand, you know, is there a market for these in the U.S. market? And I think there is. And I would say if you're looking for a good set of pliers to keep at home, or in your car, in your go bag, I would strongly recommend these. So, all right, guys, that's all I got tonight. I got more reviews coming up. I've got some other stuff that's coming in. Oh, by the way, let me do this real quick. So, because WorkPro supplied me with these tools, they've also given me some t-shirts to give away, a little bit of swag, some WorkPro stickers. We're going to be giving all that away. I'm going to do a package. So I've got some WorkPro stuff. I've got some Matco stuff. I've got some other stuff. I got a goodie bag. So I am going to put together probably 2 goodie bags for some subscribers. And how I'm going to do this, because I know it's really hard, and I get views from people that are first time, get views from people that have long-term subscribers, but this is going to be for my long-term subscribers first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the last 5 videos, and I'm going to see, I'm going to make a list of all the people that have commented on my videos, and I'm going to give away some tools, some things to the people who have commented the most, who have been the most consistent on commenting on my videos. I want to pay tribute to you guys who are following the channel, who have been with me for a long time. You know who you are, and I'm going to give you guys some things. It's about time we done that with the channel. We're 2,400 subscribers, trying to get to 3,000. This giveaway's got nothing to do with trying to game or grab more subscribers. It's about time. I mean, I've been wanting to do a giveaway for a long time. But like I say, this is the first tools that I've ever been given by a manufacturer. So to take, you know, tools and give them away means I have to pay for them out of pocket and things of that nature. So it's not something that you can easily do, especially when you have a family and other things. So, but it's about time. We're there. So I'm going to do that. So this video, like I said, sponsored by WorkPro. Thank you, WorkPro, for the tools. Thank you for the swag. We're going to give that away. Some other things. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please click subscribe. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. I always get to my comments. You guys know I'm good for that. Let me know what you guys think about the WorkPro tools. Check me out on Instagram at Midwest_tool_review. Make sure that you check out the WorkPro website on Instagram as well. Look them up, subscribe to them, or follow them on Instagram. Check them out. See if they got some tools that you like. There's a lot of different tools that they offer. There's a lot of different brands that they offer, and I don't have the paperwork with me in front of me to tell you all about it, but there's several other brands that are under the WorkPro name. So yeah, check them out, guys. Midwest Tool Review out.